This is a gentleman that's about to get married and he is living in a family night shelter. Here is his story.
My name is David Olivier. I arrived here at the shelter a year and 4 months ago. Basically, my whole family was falling apart. I was busy splitting up with the woman I'm about to marry now soon. So yeah, and my kids, we were all split up in different directions. I used to be a drug addict for 23 years. And also my life partner was also a drug addict for like 15 to 16 years. I actually pulled her into it. And yeah, basically everything started falling apart. Ended up on the streets, living in my mom's car for 2 months with the kids. Everything falling apart, and then eventually my mom actually got me in here at the shelter. And yeah, life started to turn around, you know. First of all, I went for like a quick rehab thing, but yeah, that's where I actually started to find the Lord. And because also the shelter, I started going to Life Church, and I met the Lord, and you know, life turned around. It was a prayer, and my whole drug addiction was gone overnight. It was just one prayer. The next day, everything was gone. No, I didn't get any cravings. Didn't even know what my triggers were. And then I checked, like, yo, something's happening, and everything started turning around. You know, we started going to church every Sunday, starting to believe. I actually started to testify to the people at the place I went to, Help Me Network, testifying to them, telling them, yes, you know, how God changed my life, and this is so wonderful, and the Spirit uplifted me, and everything started to change. You know, my family started to come together again. The kids started to get happy. You know, that's yeah, it's one of the. It's actually good, you know. The one thing that's a big highlight for me is my son asking me to say a prayer for him. You know, that just it showed me, and it gave me more motivation, because you know, now my son sees me not just as a fatherly pillar, but also as a spiritual pillar for him. And for me, that's one of the biggest highlights, you know. And yeah, since then everything changed. I got a job. The funny thing is how I got a job. I used to walk my child down the street here to school every day with on my shoulders. And this one day, a bakkie stops in front of me, and I'm look at this bakkie, and I'm checking. Listen, I look up in the sky. I'm like, you know, God, the job would be nice, but it must be worth it. And 2 minutes later, a car stops next to me, and this guy gives me a job, and that job led to the job that I've got now, which is the worth it job. And it just shows you. And I mean, everything just changed. I'm about to get married on the 2nd of February. I'm looking for a home. I've got finances. Everything's good.